In the wild world of business, 7 deadly creatures stalk your profits. Join us as we uncover their tactics and protect your business from their bite. This is the 7 Killers of Profit. Let the hunt begin. Introducing the lovable but very lazy sloth.
Now, sloths, for me, it's like I imagine having a team that's that lazy, that inefficient, that slow at completing tasks. The impact on my day, the impact on my jobs, the impact on the potential profit it's going to have in my business is just going to be insane.
It's like you work so hard to get the jobs.
Yeah.
And then you work so hard to make sure they're priced right, only to have the slow and unmotivated team member erode away the profits.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like maybe you don't have one in your team now, but every business owner out there can relate to either someone they've worked with in the past or someone they've had in the business that while they may have been good at their job quality-wise, they were just too slow to actually make it viable to have them.
Exactly. And I think it's just a really important key to make sure we're, reverse engineering, back costing jobs to understand where efficiency flaws have gone, because we all know that when you're not around, or maybe when there's a leading hand not around or something like that, guys tend to slack off a little bit and the numbers don't lie.
Yep.
And it's about how can we get the most out of our team, or if there is any inefficiencies there with what we're doing with our quota, do we need to adjust things to make sure that we are profitable?
The majestic but complacent sleeping lion.
The lion is the king of the jungle,
It's an
but when the
interesting
lion's sleeping, opportunities can just bound on by.
True.
And if you don't pounce on opportunities as a business owner, some of those opportunities are the defining moments in business that can either A, take you massively forward, or B, be the difference between making profit that month and not making profit that month. I was in an awesome session with Alex Hermosi. There was probably 30 or 40 of us in the call, and he asked the question. He said, hey, everyone right now, put your biggest challenge in business right now. What's going on for you? And one guy said, and it wasn't like an ego play. He said, oh man, fucking business is perfect. There's nothing wrong at the moment. He said, that's the most dangerous part of business.
Yeah.
Is when you don't think anything's wrong, it means you're the sleeping lion.
Yeah.
Yep, you're getting too comfortable, you're getting too relaxed. Shit's going to pass you by.
With a whole lot of energy but not much direction, the bounding gazelle.
Gazelles are great. They're full of energy.
Fleeting.
Springy.
Fuck, they can jump high too.
Yeah, but the issue is with them, maybe their attention isn't in the right place at the right time for long enough, because they're so kind of anxious, jumping around, trying to please people, trying to run away from potential lions eating them, or have this kind of fear built inside them that, they're just constantly always on the go, and again, missing out on what true opportunity can really be.
Yeah,
right?
They're bouncing around. They're not finishing tasks.
Yeah.
Which ultimately, we know, you have to finish the task to see the fruits of the seed that you planted.
Yeah. What's the point in doing your lead gen, getting the job, turning it into a sale, actually getting out there and completing the work to only then get home and not send the invoice off for 2, 3, 4 weeks?
Yep.
And then ruin your cash flow, which is going to, again, have massive impacts on the profit of your business, right?
A lot of my clients in the last kind of year have talked about being diagnosed with ADHD and things like this. And they've identified that the biggest challenge that they've had in their business journey is seeing things through to completion, staying focused on something enough. So I actually think this one here is, for business owners, this is one of the biggest eroders of your profit.
Totally.
Yep. Your inability to see something to the point that it needs to be, your inability to just focus on the problem at hand. I actually fucking like that one.
Yeah.
I can relate to it.
It's a good one. Too many fires,
Yep.
too many distractions.
Yep.
Finish it. Just see something to the end.
Yep.
It's a bit of a game changer.
And these crafty little critters, a pack of hyenas.
Okay.
Now, watching The Lion King, this one was really apparent. Those things, erratic as fucked. Okay. No systems, disorganized. It's just bite first and worry later.
Yeah.
Yep. And I feel like a lot of businesses out there are this. A lot of teams, they're disorganized. They're hyenas just running around, just trying to look busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. As opposed to actually having a systematic approach to completing the tasks at hand in the most efficient way. Now, I think the pressures that we put on staff sometimes create a desire for them to just appear like they're doing meaningful shit.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like if it's not systemized and it's not purposeful, what's the point of doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the pack of hyenas you often see in documentaries. 20 hyenas attacking a lion. The lion knows what the fuck it's doing.
Yeah.
The lion, it's one entity, or maybe there's a lioness and there's 2 or 3 of them. They always take out that pack. No matter how big it is, that pack of hyenas is always taken out because the lions, hopefully they're not sleeping, but the lions, they have a systematic approach to the way in which they hunt, the way in which they defend, the way in which they take care of what's theirs.
Be sure to keep your distance from the poisonous frog.
For me, that relates to team culture.
Okay, how?
Having a poisonous dart, a poisonous frog that likes to infect things.
Oh,
And
okay.
there's not always, but generally when there's team culture issues, there's generally somebody in the team that's maybe not happy.
There's a poisonous frog.
Yeah, a poisonous frog that's just going to slowly infect the rest of the team and relay negativity through that team, which
Creates
then
unproductive stuff.
100% unproductive,
Yep.
demotivated, creates this distrust within the team. The efficiencies just drop. And team culture is a major profit issue, I believe, because a happy workplace is a productive workplace.
Look at the most profitable companies in the world. They have a team that want to be there.
Yeah.
Apple, people fight to work there.
Yeah.
Facebook, people do anything and everything they can. They have Facebook games
Yeah.
to come in and work at Meta. So, man, that's a big one.
We all know trouble is brewing when we see circling vultures.
You ever seen a vulture kill anything? No, they feed off shit that is already dead.
Yes.
Yep, they're
true.
scavengers. And I think a lot of business owners out there, especially when they first start, they see shit that they think's good, like a meal, like, a carcass. And they're like, yeah, this will feed me, it'll be fine. But at the end of the day, like it was a bad project. The way in which it got quoted or priced was never going to make you money. I think this is a big space. It's like if you are going after the wrong types of work, if you're going to try and just fill the pipeline with jobs or just do things for the sake of it, you're a circling vulture. You're never gonna make the money that the lion makes when he's going out, man, I want to fucking kill a leopard today or a fucking anything, a gazelle, I want to kill a hippo, like whatever. Like if you go in it with the mindset of I'm just going to take what I can get,
Yeah.
then you're probably not going to make the profits that you can.
True. Yeah. I guess it's not just about surviving, it's about being successful.
And of course, the silent killer, the hungry crocodile.
I can't believe there's not a crocodile in The Lion King.
It's similar to a hyena, but for me, it's the fact that they're just greedy. They just love to eat and eat and eat, and they consume more than they actually need.
Yep.
And they're just like ravenous, like beasts. No matter who it is in the water or on the edge of the water, they're just going to go for it and just eat it. Just like I said, just be super greedy. And in respects to a business and to our clients, there's people that overspend. We come across clients. It's just like, I'm taking on a new guy. It's my first hire. I'm going to buy him an $80,000 ute.
Yep.
It's like, do you really need? Could you buy him a $20,000?
Or I'm going to buy myself an $80,000
ute. Let's just think a little bit more realistically about the cash flow into the business and your profits. And is that really necessary at the start? Could you buy a ute that's going to last you 3 to 5 years for $20,000 to $30,000 rather than putting yourself into the pressure of having a brand new ute right at the start, especially in those early days of business as well. And I know profits can sometimes seem like a dirty word because people are just like, I don't want to make profits because I don't want to pay any tax. Mm-hmm. That's a great thing, paying tax. It means you're making money.
Yeah.
And that's, like we said, the goal of why we're in business, right?
Yep. I remember going on, I'm going to call it safari. It wasn't safari. It sounds better than it was, but it was a like one of those croc feeding things where you go out on a boat and they dangle thing out. I remember one of the ladies at the paying counter being like, will we definitely see crocs? And I remember it distinctly. He said, the best thing about a crocodile is it's always hungry. Yes. Meaning that if we got food and we put it out there will be crocs there. And I think a lot of businesses turn into the crocodile. Not only like the staff become crocodiles, but businesses, it's like they consistently feel that they need to consume things.
Yeah.
They need more.
Yeah.
We talk about it with a lot of our clients. Sometimes you want to expand out and then you need to reestablish your baseline, contract a bit in, cut off the excess fat, work out and establish what that new baseline looks like. You can't always be consuming. It's the opposite of profit. If we talk about it, we have the consumption expenses and we have the income and revenue coming in.
Yeah.
The income and revenue has to be greater than the expenses to make money.
100%.
So don't be a crocodile.
Don't be a crocodile.